Previously on Survivor Chapman. The two tribes merged and competed in a brutal physical challenge. Teddy and Anna went head-to-head to find an idol, with Anna coming out on top. And two brand new sides formed before Jeffrey flipped and blindsided Michael, sending him home.
How do you feel about the tribal that just went down?
A little nervous because once again my name was thrown out, which I know I wasn't like the majority vote, but I still am feeling like someone's still trying to get me for whatever reason. But I don't know who.
Oh, you don't know who?
No, because I thought I knew who it was, but now that, I mean, I have a couple of people I think that it could be, so I was thinking maybe it was Michael. I was mildly hoping it was, and maybe that's why he got voted out, but that was not the plan at all, so I don't really know how that happened, but I'm thinking maybe Stephanie or Angelina or Anna or someone that I didn't talk. My first original thought was, I thought maybe it was Emma, because I think she was the one who voted for me the first time, so maybe she's voting me again, because I don't really talk to her too much. I don't think she likes me too much, so I'm not entirely sure, but I don't really know what just went down, because the second I heard my name, I just stopped thinking.
How are you feeling about the tribal that just happened?
It was so intense, and it's been such a hard day because everyone's been texting me. I think I was told to vote 8 different people today.
Who were you told to vote?
It was Angelina, it was Lauren, it was Michael, it was Isaac. It was like everyone was a possibility, and it was just because it's a 10-person tribe, and it was gonna be so easy to do a 5-5 tie. Everyone was afraid of that. I'm like, no one's gonna let us get to rocks. So I was of the mind that we were just all gonna do Lauren and Angelina, and then we'd have that 15 minutes to discuss, which I was like, oh, that'd be great TV. Let's just do that. But they just did Michael right at the end, and now Jeffrey's with us, and hopefully Grant thinks I got scammed.
Really?
Which is good. He thinks I was really not in that vote, which is good. I'm gonna let Grant keep believing that. I feel horrible. I feel like I totally betrayed Grant, but hopefully I can just now keep Grant with me and we can play a little closer, because we've been upset that we keep getting on different places, and we're obviously telling each other everything, but it's really difficult not playing just together. So hopefully we can just play together from now on. But yeah, and also I was the last vote, read for Michael, and I feel bad, because I like Michael. I don't understand why we picked Michael. It should have been Isaac. Isaac was a bigger threat.
How do you feel about what just went down?
I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy because I can maintain my connection with Angelina. Michael's gone. I had no connection with him whatsoever. You didn't talk to me all game, homie. I am chilling. I'm feeling on top of the world. Although I'm nervous that things could shift, I feel like I'm in a decent spot right now, kind of, after seeing the lines kind of being drawn. I'm so happy that he went home. Honestly, that was best case scenario for today. And I feel like we definitely have Lauren and Isaac to be buffers for later. And I think that I don't know, I'm just going tribal by tribal. I really did not know what was happening up until 5 minutes before we actually went in the room. So it was honestly really stressful, but I'm glad that everyone voted according to the plan and it worked in my favor.
So what is your next move going into, how crucial is immunity for you?
Okay, so I'm still really torn between not caring, because I don't want to put a target on myself by being a constant winner, but I also don't want to be voted out, so I feel like I'm definitely gonna try. I mean, if I don't win, it's not the end of the world, but I definitely need to talk to some people to try to see what happened, because I mean, at least it wasn't a split vote, but that means one person, whoever voted me, most likely saved it from being a split vote. So now my question is was that intentional? So I need to figure out if somebody volunteers the info that they voted for me. So I mean, Angelina said she voted for me last time as a random, so I'm thinking maybe she threw me out again. I don't know, but I need to figure out what the heck happened and how that became a split vote, or almost became a split vote, and how I was the only person who prevented it from being a split vote. That's crazy.
Do you have any final thoughts before going into the next challenge?
I'm definitely going back on my duo theory. I think I didn't explain it well when he asked, because I didn't really get the question he was asking. When he asked me if I was in the duo, I was like, you're making me me put all my cards out. Like, I'm not doing that. So I definitely think that people are starting to, whether they admit it or not, I think people are starting to team up again. And I don't think that it's going to be straight up like 5-5. I don't think it's going to be the old team versus the new team. I think it's going to be people are making duos with whoever they think can get them to the final 3. And even though that is, people have been telling me like, oh, no one's worried about that. I don't think that's true. I think around this time is when people start thinking about who they want to take. So I feel like I am definitely a worry because I have had almost nothing but good interactions with the previous people who've gotten voted out. So I don't know if people are worried about that, if I might, but I don't think, I don't really know. Honestly, now I'm like, every time I come here, I know that something's gonna switch up, but I just wasn't expecting my name to be thrown out.
And for the duo, who do you see best case scenario as your duo person?
See, that's the thing. At first I was thinking Teddy, but after what happened, it made me realize that, like, once again, I don't think he voted with me. So I would say maybe, I was thinking maybe Angelina or maybe someone on the other tribe. I mean, worst case, like, I was thinking I could always team up with Isaac, but my thoughts are that he might get voted out soon. So I don't really want to risk that, but, I definitely think the freshman might be a target. Even though people say, oh, no one looks at grade. People definitely look at grade. So, yeah, I might just be one of those solo people just kind of making it through.
I think weirdly me and Teddy are becoming lesser. Even after I totally betrayed him with Isabella. But now we're kind of like, what are you doing? Okay, let's just do that. So hopefully we can keep working together. I think me and Stephanie are good too. I really honestly kind of want Angelina out because she is making it so difficult. And actually, I think she was the only vote for Lauren. So I think she knows she's on the outs now. So hopefully, we can push her off.
I guess I'm on my own now, so yeah.
Michael, we miss you.
What was that thing that you said you had, like, a trick up your sleeve, or what was that?
All right. Basically, I have been closer to Anna than I have been leading on to believe.
Really?
Really. I know that she has the idol. Just her. It's not like split amongst her team. It's just her.
Okay.
And I know that she was also betrayed in this last vote. Because that, how there was that one vote for Lauren? That wasn't like trying to split the vote in case of an idol, because it wouldn't work anyways, because there would still be 4 votes, right? She was told to vote Lauren and then voted Lauren, thinking that it was, like, she was under the impression it was also going to be a 5-5 tie. And then Jeffrey obviously betrayed us, and yeah. So it's not much as of a trick up my sleeve, but more of, I know she's feeling desperate right now, and she has an idol. We might be able to work something out with that.
Okay, hello Brady. This is where I'm at currently. So, this was the worst tribal, I think, so far. I was told 10 different things, and right beforehand, I was told the vote was going to be Michael. Now, usually I would just have voted Angelina with Grant and then just gotten her out, so that way Grant could have trusted me, and I wouldn't have gotten rid of one of his biggest allies. But me and Teddy had made promises to each other to write things on our... to write out people's names in a certain way so we knew we could trust each other. Teddy was going to write in all caps. I was going to write a little, like, sorry message afterwards, so that way we knew we were voting together. So I just had to vote with them in order to get Teddy's trust. And I feel bad, and Grant thinks that I was the Lauren vote, which was Angelina. But I think I can work this so I can keep Grant, and me and Grant can now work as allies, which is what I care about and what I want to do. But this is getting to be a lot. It's also cold today.
Like, how crucial does immunity feel to you?
It feels pretty crucial. I mean, I've made it this far without winning any immunity besides like the very first challenge for the tribe, and like without any idols, without any really advantages physically in my pocket, like that I have in my possession. So, and I made it this far. I'm hoping that the connections that I've built can just continue to like carry me. I like to think of myself as a social player, and I think that's what I rely on most, because clearly I have not been performing the greatest in all these challenges. But I'm hoping that I can maybe pull out a win at some point, because having immunity at any tribal post-merge is like such a relieving feeling and like a weight off your shoulders. So we'll see. I'm gonna try my best.
Once again, individual immunity is up for grabs. Today, we have a food challenge prepared for you. This challenge is called multi-heat. In groups of 3, you will each take a seat at the table and compete to finish your plate of spicy rice as fast as possible. In the first groups of 3, the first person to finish their rice will move on to the next round, and the other 2 people will be eliminated. Once we get to the second and ultimately the third round, we will explain further, but as for now, we've provided goggles in case you don't want to, get any spice in your eyes. And you might want to wear them, because the thing about this challenge is you are not allowed to use your hands in any way to eat the rice. So you might want to put those goggles on, just for safety purposes. We'll randomly draw for the heat. Get it? Heat? Like a pun. Our rice of choice today is some simple white rice cooked by yours truly with a little cocktail of Frank's Red Hot, a little bit of sriracha, and then for later on the challenge we've got a special treat. Let's draw for groups, and then we'll get started. For round 1, we have Emma, Stephanie, and Grant. As a reminder, 2 of you will be moving on to the next round. Survivors ready? Go. Grant diving in. Emma sort of taking her time a little bit. Stephanie taking her time as well. Grant seems to have a pretty substantial lead on the other 2. Emma almost looks like she's enjoying the rice. I appreciate that. I made it.
It is good.
Thank you. Grant with a commanding lead in this challenge. He is just sucking down that spicy rice. Grant nearly done already.
He's good. Am I good?
Grant makes it through to the next round. Now it's between Stephanie and Emma. Stephanie seems to have a small lead, but it's definitely close.
I hate braiding.
What if I forfeit? Can I forfeit? Yeah. I forfeit.
Stephanie forfeits. Emma moving on to the next round. Wow. That's a new one. All right, folks. Jeffrey, Anna, Teddy in the next round. Fighting to advance to round number 2. Survivors ready? Go. Jeffrey forfeits immediately.
That means you two are moving on.
Congratulations, Teddy and Anna. Moving on to round 2. Lauren versus Angelina versus Isaac. Top 2 finishers move on. Survivors ready? Go. And it's a stalemate. Looks like Isaac's looking to make a deal. Nobody wants to try the rice. Isaac will do it. Nope, it's a fake out. Lauren's gonna taste it. Lauren grabs a bite. Isaac grabs a bite. Angelina forfeits. And it's Lauren and Isaac moving on. We've got Emma, we've got Anna, we've got Grant going at it for round 2. Only the top finisher moves on to win individual immunity. Survivors ready? Go. A bunch of big bites right off the bat.
Oh no.
A little bit of a cough from Anna. Everybody's still going at it. Anna seems to be not enjoying it, but Grant and Emma are really coming at it. Grant, once again, with an enormous lead. He wants to win, and he will do so at all costs. I have to respect it. Grant inhaling rice right now.
Am I good?
Grant wants to check.
He's good.
Grant moving on to the final round for a shot at individual immunity. We've got Isaac, we've got Lauren, and we've got Teddy competing for a shot to go into the final round. Sriracha rice. Survivors ready? Go. Everyone diving in. Huge bites, no forfeits this time around. It looks very even to begin. Wow, my goodness. 3 competitors. Teddy doesn't want to do this, but you got to. Isaac and Lauren going in for some big bites. Still quite even for the most part. Teddy with a couple huge bites. Isaac and Lauren trying to keep pace. Lauren catching up. Teddy's almost done. A couple of huge bites from Lauren there. It's getting close.
You're good. Teddy's good.
Teddy! Moving on. That might be the closest round we've had yet. Teddy versus Grant. As a reminder, this is the final round. This is for individual immunity. The first person to eat all the rice off their plate will guarantee themselves a spot in the final 8. Survivors ready? Go. 2 huge bites. Teddy not gonna let Grant run away with this one. Teddy is going ham.
Oh, so fucking spicy.
Grant punching back.
Holy fuck.
Teddy with the lead, but that spice is kicking in. Grant with another huge bite. He's going at it from a different angle. Grant gonna even the score a bit. Both of them want this so bad. Grant gonna stand up out of his chair. Teddy very close to finish. Grant very close to finish. We are neck and neck, people. Every grain of rice matters. We're in the final stages now. Who's gonna finish first?
He's clear.
Teddy wins individual immunity. Let's get a shot by a few grains of rice. Unreal. The closest round we've had by far.
Okay. Got some milk and water, you guys. That was
I won the challenge today. I am on top of the world because that means I'm in the final 8. That was hard. that was really difficult, and I really surprised myself because I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. My stomach was not doing the hottest, and I really thought I was gonna throw up during the challenge, but in any case, I have immunity. Michael went home. I feel like I'm in a decent spot. I'm feeling pretty good after today. I need to like spend the next 24 hours recovering from eating all that spicy rice. My lips are still on fire, and it's been like over an hour after the challenge, but I'm so happy that things went well today. Hopefully we can keep pulling them out.
I so badly just want to cut off the head of the snake right now, like Teddy.
But he's got fucking immunity. Bro, I tried so fucking hard, dude. Like, and I looked at his plate. It was fair. The thing, you know what fucking boned me? And they were all working together on that fucking challenge. Whether or not, because I saw Stephanie whisper to Jeffrey right before the challenge started, and he was with Teddy in their first challenge, and Jeffrey immediately forfeits, so that Teddy
wouldn't have to eat as much.
And so I was an entire plate of spicy rice in like over him, and so I just wasn't able to handle it as much.
Mm-hmm. Both of us are on the chopping block right now.
Oh yeah.
We are easily the easiest targets.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hate to do this necessarily, but I don't know if we have any other options. If somehow Anna could give you her idol, and I use my own.
Mm-hmm. The thing is that, like, so Anna and I have a class together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I haven't been telling her, like, everything, but I have been, like, keeping her updated that, like, that I trust you and Michael, and she was, like, for the most part, she had been keeping me updated, like, oh, I trust Angelina, Stephanie, those two.
Mm-hmm.
Today, she was like, I have no idea if I can trust them anymore, because,
All right, welcome back to the first episode, and hopefully the last episode, of Anna Tries to Explain text she received whilst very hungover, tired, and not really understanding what was going on, and also not really caring what was going on, because she kind of had all the power, and could just kind of do whatever she wanted. But yeah. Okay, so Friday night, I told Stephanie and Angelina I had a party. They want to FaceTime. What's happening here? Yeah, Angelina was sending texts that Lauren was sending her, and Lauren has absolutely no idea what's going on. That's obvious. Lauren was confused about the Qdoba game. Nothing's happening there. How does Lauren know I have an idol? Lauren's throwing me under the bus. Cool. And then Angelina's saying that she doesn't think I have an idol because I just played one, which... yeah, that makes sense that Lauren thinks I have an idol, because it was very obvious that I had one because it was in my pocket of my sweatshirt, and everyone probably saw it. Anywhoosies, so, okay, Lauren's sending a lot of very long texts, and a lot of them don't make sense, because she doesn't know what's going on. They want to vote me out. Okay, so the vote is either Anna or Michael. Great. Anna's, like, highlighting that Lauren and Michael are not talking. Yeah, I don't think Lauren and Michael are talking. The urge to jump out of the chopping bus. So true. I'm losing brain cells for you, man. I don't have any brain cells. I love how Lauren's number's not saved. Stephanie stands with Teddy. That also makes sense. Good for Lauren, figuring that out. Okay, now I'm joining the conversation. I'm just like, can we just please get her out? We FaceTime. Oh my god, they FaceTime me at the party. I literally exit the party. Like, I'm having a good time with my friends. This is a party that my, like, very best friend is like putting on, was so excited to put on, and I leave to FaceTime them, even though I told them I was at a party and leave me alone. And then I'm FaceTiming them, and then they go, oh, Anna, you gotta play beer pong because it's our turn. And I went, okay, bye. And then now they're telling me not to drink too much. They're also sending the email we got about the rules. I think it's about a tied vote. Then they want to meet at 10 a.m. even though they know I am drinking and definitely not going to do that. Oh, and now Teddy's chiming in. Teddy's chatting with Angelina. All right, girlies, do we have some kind of plan for tomorrow? Like, probably not, Teddy. They're on my team, not yours. But I guess we're on the team right now. So we never heard back from Anna. Yeah, she's dead, R.I.P. And then I do wake up at 9 a.m. and I say, I'm not hungover, but I do need an explanation. Angelina jumps in, says, all right, everyone's voting Angelina. I'm like, great, that's not fun. Angelina's trying to explain to me Stephanie's plan, but Angelina doesn't really understand Stephanie's plan. They want to do another split. I'm like, that's silly. We always do splits and then never work out for everyone else except for me. That was what's happening. Jeffrey's been with the other 3 guys, told Stephanie. Oh, so Jeffrey just told Stephanie everything, and now Stephanie's just telling us. Why? We don't trust Jeffrey. Wait, so I'm saying we trust Jeffrey, yes? Can we try and convince him to vote with us? Jeffrey has to vote on me so we can still trust him. Ah, interesting. And now, okay, I think what we want is for Angelina to play her idol. Grant said that he's pretending to be close with you, Anna, to hear what you say about our 5 people. Now they want to meet up all 11. I'm still hungover. We are not doing that. So Anna, you need to give Angelina your idol. Angelina will play the crystal idol to test if it's real, but if it's fake, then she's going to use the one we know is real just in case. It's fine if Anna doesn't want to use idol. True. Okay, well then, if Anne doesn't want to use the idol, then you shouldn't use your crystal one either, because then if it's a fake and doesn't protect you, Jeffrey's going to be mad I told you. Oh, interesting. And then that whole Jaffrey, Isaac, Michael, Lauren, Grant pack is going to turn on Jeffrey, and he's the person telling us what's happening on that side. Where did I go? I apparently went somewhere. Now I'm back. I'm slow this morning. Apologies. So true, girly. Alright, Lauren texted a whole lot of nonsense to Angelina. Lauren wanted to be in the Qdoba group, but wasn't. Long text. Okay, so basically, Angelina with Lauren is saying that I am also a possibility. And then Angelina's being very nice to Lauren, which, you know, good for her. Couldn't be me. I'm being targeted, so I shouldn't just give you my idol because I'm being targeted. According to Lauren, which we know is true. Okay, so Angelina's saying I can keep my idol. And now Stephanie's coming up with a plan. Anna, give your idol to Angelina. We can use as backup. We can just have to use an idol and then it'd be fake, because then me and Jeffrey are screwed. And then I sent a very funny gif. I think it's hilarious, and I think it is a very true statement of me trying to understand all these plans while also not wanting any of them to happen. Because I want to keep my idol! Okay. And even though Anna, you'll have nothing if we use both idols, then Isaac will be out, and they'll also won't have an idol, and no one will have an idol. Why would we want all the idols out? That's silly. But if Angelina's out, then there's a 6-person majority against us, which I don't know where those numbers are because I thought Jeffrey is on Stephanie's side. And oh. Nope. Oh. Nope. No. Yes? I don't know. Anyways, so Angelina's kind of like, yep, I'm out. Oh well, like there's no way for her to win unless I give her my idol, which, you know, I don't want to do because Lauren's saying I'm the target, which I'm not, but whatever. Angelina's just like, yeah, doesn't know what to do here. Stephanie says, whatever, it's fine, just use your idol, I don't care anymore. Angelina says, I'm gonna add Miles and Brady so they can be in the loop just because Brady says that he likes to see our chats. Angelina adds Brady to the conversation, and Angelina adds Miles to the conversation, and she leaves. She leaves our group chat. Our group chat is me, Stephanie, and Angelina. An alliance. She leaves. And then Stephanie hilariously says, yeah, I don't know if she knows that we can't see, Brady and Miles cannot see the old texts if we do that. And she just left, and then Stephanie added her back to the conversation, and we haven't said anything since. That was confusing, and I'm sorry, but I thought that was fun, so you can do what you want with it, Brady.
If somebody figures out Lauren's angle here, please let me know, because I don't know what game she's playing. She is playing her own game. I don't even think she's playing Survivor. I have no idea what she's trying to do, to be 100% honest with you. She was left out of the Michael vote, and she voted with the others who are in the minority who voted for Angelina. I know for a fact that Angelina voted for Lauren, and I know the 5 people who voted for Michael. Lauren was not one of them. And Lauren decided to tell me that she voted for Michael. And I called her out on it. I'm like, girl, you are blatantly lying to me. Like, you can tell the truth. It's not a good look to lie. Just tell me. Tell me straight up. Like, I would respect you more as a player if you just acknowledge something that I know to be true. So then she decided to stick with her plan. What reason would I have to lie to you? We're on the same side. Girl, you flipped on my #1 ally. You have not voted with me a single tribal this entire game. You have not communicated with me anything but besides trying to talk me in circles with one of your numerous rants that don't even make any sense. So I'm called her out on that. I'm like, you're lying to me, and this is my answer. I know you voted for Angelina. I know Angelina voted for you. Like, clearly you are trying to lie to me, and it's not working for you. That's my answer. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get across here, but I'm sick of it. And honestly, she needs to go soon, because I don't know how much longer I can put up with it. She's a loose cannon. I seriously can't take it anymore. I don't know what her angle is. I don't even think she's a lone wolf. She's just doing whatever she wants, but whatever. That's the tea.
Whether to use my idol on Grant or not is killing me. So many things are going through my head right now, and a lot of them involve Grant being eliminated. And I'm thinking to myself, if I do end up surviving this elimination with my idol, but Grant gets out, then it doesn't matter if I have the idol or not. I have no shot in the game. But having an idol and both of us being safe, or even Lauren or Anna being safe, is huge advantage. I'm honestly completely torn.
Okay, so we're down to the final 9, and this is where it gets really tricky. I think we know for a fact, or almost a fact, that Isaac has an idol. So it's just to the point of getting him to use it so that it can get out of the game, or to just vote him out if he feels safe enough, and then him and the idol will go. And then there's also Angelina, who's kind of on the line right now, but there are just so many factors into play to that, of just how she's feeling, how she feels about the game, and just kind of like worrying about mental health, which all of our mental health right now is just crazy. We're all feeling stressed, anxious, especially with the last few tribals, because it's getting down to the wire. So that's kind of where we're at, and kind of Grant is out there too. His name is out there. Because he's been such a strong player that since he doesn't have immunity right now, it would be maybe okay to get him out. But for now, I think the focus is really on Isaac and possibly Angelina. So that's where we're at.
After playing this game for a while, I've realized Chapman Survivor is a lot like poker. The best idea isn't necessarily to reverse psychology the enemy and tell them the opposite of what's actually the truth. And obviously, you shouldn't tell them just straight up what you do have. Instead, the hardest players to play against are those who are stone cold, who can't give any information out. Those are the hardest to read, and then the hardest to beat. Checkmate. Okay, this will work. So, I was thinking a lot to myself before this tribal, and just going through all the different possibilities that could happen and what those lead to after the elimination. And just going through all of those, I made the personal decision that I will 100% want this idol to be used on you.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Dude, are you sure?
Let me tell you this. Because I seriously fear for your safety for this elimination. Specifically, and there's a whole myriad of reasons I could go into, but one of them being that within Anna, Lauren, and you being talked to, your name has not been mentioned once for elimination between the three of them, which makes me believe that they're using you as votes for me, and all of them are using their votes on you. And there could always be a situation where we are right and they split the vote and Stephanie ends up getting out. But I would rather take that risk and not have an idol anymore than still have the idol and use this. But I don't want to just use this on you because I believe there is a more strategic way we could go about this. I want you to use this idol on yourself. I don't want to play it on you. I want you to take this and use it on yourself.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100% sure. If there's a chance that, you use it and it didn't make a difference, that's fine. We still have a solid support group that can get votes, and Anna always has her idol as well. I think this ensures our safety the best. If we have to lose something important like this, I would rather lose this than lose you.
Okay. If you are 100% positive, then sure.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Dude.
Who is on the chopping block for tonight?
It looks like on the menu we got Isaac and Angelina on the chopping block.
Interesting.
Yes.
And what is the thought behind those two votes?
Isaac, we're trying to bait an idol if he has it. Angelina is kind of a wild card in a lot of people's eyes, so when people don't trust her and kind of want to get her out. She also doesn't seem to be I don't know, she goes back and forth between wanting to play and I don't know, kind of being out of it.
I know I have numbers. It's just who's on board and who's not. It's just there's so many plans going around. So I just gotta hope that it went with the right plan, and hopefully everyone else is on board too.
I'm feeling anxious. I think this is gonna be a tough vote. Seems like there's a lot of plans today, so I don't know what's about to happen, honestly. I just think it could be anyone at this point.
So what's your plan going into this? Or what are the different plans you've heard?
I know Angelina's name got thrown out. I know Isaac's name is always on the table because everyone thinks he has and is going to play an idol, which I don't think he's going to. And then I know Stephanie's also on the chopping block, which I might have to go with in order to work with Grant, which I want to do, but it's just hard because Stephanie's so sweet and she just gave me some cookies from the camp, so I don't know how I'm going to do this.
There's been plans up in the air, constantly changing. After the Michael vote, we have 9 left, so it's an odd number. So people are constantly flipping, flopping, trying to figure out what's going on. And I kind of used this week with my immunity as a kind of a chance to throw names out because people couldn't go after me. So I kind of tried to make some plans in play or people that I painted people as targets while I was not a target. So yeah.
Alright, have you heard about any idol talks?
Isaac has an idol because Angelina literally saw it in his pocket yesterday. So we know about that, and he's probably gonna use it because he didn't reach out to anyone. But yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I hope he flushes it. I don't know. I feel like he will.
Come on in, folks. Grab a seat, grab a lav. All right, everybody. Here we are, back at our usual tribal council location. Couple of big differences. It's pretty packed. This is the most contestants that have been at tribal council in this room yet this season. A lot of people, a lot of players, a lot of possibilities. We've got the wondrous rain coming down outside, a very, gloomy and aesthetic setting for this final 9 tribal council. So let's start with a little bit of positivity. Teddy, you are immune tonight. You have secured a spot in the final 8, wearing the necklace, of course. Why don't you just tell me a little bit about what that challenge was like for you?
Yeah. Well, considering that my stomach has not fully recovered since, it was honestly so close. Grant is an absolute beast. I don't even know how I pulled that out in front of him, but it was hard. It was tricky. Like obviously we had like 3 people or something like forfeit in like the first round, so that was not probably one of the harder, if not, well. Just kidding, that beat one was hard. But probably like the second hardest challenge we've had all season, so it was pretty tricky. But,
These challenges are never going to be easy. I'll tell you that much.
I figured they're challenges for a reason.
Grant, obviously, feels like a pretty packed room in here right now.
A bit.
But when you think about it, this is everybody that's left.
Yeah.
This is everybody in the entire game. We're down to 9.
Whew.
And so at this point, are you still kind of in the mode of, gotta just keep making it through, gotta, find my people that I'm close with, or are you starting to get into the mode of, all right, who do I want to bring with me to the end?
That's a good question. I mean, like, you can't have one without the other, right? Like, in order to think about who I'm bringing with me to the end, I still gotta make it through today. And considering that there are 9 people left, there are more than enough chances for me or for anyone else here to get out. So it's not the first thought on my mind. I think, like everyone else, I'm trying to survive.
It's a long way from 9 to final tribal council, that's for damn sure. Lauren, you're undergoing the same journey just like everybody else is, but you've seen your name pop up in a couple of different tribals now. What's that feeling like when I reach into the vote box and I pull out a little piece of paper that has your name on it?
Not great, honestly. I don't want to say like, oh, I'm super confident, but I also don't want to be like super nervous because if I get to the point where I'm like not able to trust anyone, then that's just not going to bode well for me. But if I also because I can't take it to heart, first of all, I can't say, oh, you voted for me, like we're no longer friends. That's not how this works. So I don't really hold it against me. It's more of just like, oh, like maybe it was a strategy thing. Maybe you just didn't know who to vote for. Or maybe you were genuinely trying to get me out. Like I'm not going to know and I shouldn't really make assumptions, but I will say that tonight definitely does have me a little nervous. And I think everyone around here is probably nervous, even if they haven't seen the name pop up, because that still opens the possibility that your name could pop up. But I mean, the only thing that's keeping me going is the fact that it hasn't been like more than 2 or 3 votes. But if that happens, then I will definitely probably be super nervous.
I mean, yeah, no matter how many times I pull it out of that box, hasn't been enough times to get you out yet, so. Let's talk a little bit about last tribal council. Angelina, last tribal council you played an idol that was fake. However, you're still here. That's an insanely rare and I guess unique situation. So talk me through kind of how you're feeling right now about that.
I knew the idol was fake. I just want to get rid of it and like put some tea for the show, but there's some hot. But other than that, I don't know. I still feel good.
Good. Isaac, speaking about last tribal, we had a conversation about, drawing lines in the sand. Mm-hmm. And before the vote, you said, it's important to remain adaptable. No line is, super concrete. Mm-hmm. Do you think the same thing now, or did the results of that vote kind of change your answer to that question?
What happened at last tribal has not changed my views on it at all. I still think being adaptable is incredibly important in this game. Anything can change at any moment, and you always got to be alert. You can't fall into the same habits you usually do.
Stephanie, at various tribal councils so far this season, we've talked about trust and, how to build trust and who you can put your trust in. How do you personally decide which people here deserve your trust?
If I'm being honest, it's like fully based on vibes. Like if I can sense that someone's like trustworthy, like I'm gonna trust them.
Intuition?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, intuition, vibes, your gut.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Emma, we're almost halfway through the game. We started with 16 people. We're at 9 right now, and by the end of tonight, we'll be down to 8. What's something that you've learned, either about yourself or about Survivor or about the other people in this room, over the course of the last couple weeks?
That's a loaded question.
Yes, it is.
I feel like when first starting out, we were just kind of like really focusing on alliances and just kind of getting through the challenges together. And since like we're all kind of individual now, it's still focusing on those alliances. And I feel like what I've learned is that, like for me, I'm more resilient than I thought, kind of thing. But like I'm still always probably on the chopping board, so it's just kind of like be resilient from that as well and don't take it personally.
Resiliency is a very important aspect of this game, as I'm sure you guys all know. Anna, in order to win this game, you guys are going to have to impress a jury. That's how Survivor works. Contestants who are voted out join the jury, and the jury is ultimately who decides who wins the game. So, how do you navigate the strategy and some of the emotional aspects of having to vote people out while still also, you know, kind of keeping relationships good enough to win over a jury?
Yeah, it's hard because you don't know how people are going to feel and what they're going to interpret after every vote. And you also don't want to, you don't want to like betray people, period, because I think for the most part we all like somewhat like each other and we all somewhat respect each other, so we don't want to hurt feelings that way. But it is something that just kind of has to get done, but it's hard now that it's more individual because you have to play a little more for yourself, but you also have to think about the people that you want to stick around too.
So it's a very individual game at this point, but obviously there's going to be some people who kind of help you get to the end more than other people will. Is that what you go for?
Yeah, because it's not like your one vote counts more than anyone else's. You have to work together in some aspect.
Very true. So Jeffrey,
Hi.
let's pretend that you're watching this show. You're an audience member, and you're looking at your screen at all these faces. How do you, as an audience member, win this game? What do you think you would tell these people?
That's really hard because going back to like jury management, I feel like there's sort of two general categories of people that are impressed by gameplay and people who are more emotional in their thinking. So like jury members might think they want to vote for someone because they played a really good game, even if that means betraying them personally. So I think as a audience member, I look at things very analytically, so I would say just play the most like game optimal strategy, and like it's really hard to discount emotions though. Like that's why we all are having so much trouble, even me. Like I like am friends with all these people now, so it's so hard to do anything.
So your perspective as a player in the game, you would say, is definitely different than an audience member's?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And would it just be kind of the emotional aspect of it, or how is it different?
I would say yeah, because as an audience member, I'm always like I can root for everyone as an audience member, but as myself, a player, I can only root for myself, and like the emotions just come into play with everybody. Like with every interaction, it's all emotions, whether you're telling the truth or not, just everything.
Does that ring true for the rest of you guys? What do you think? Does anyone in here think that they might be what is known as a quote-unquote bitter juror? Cool. I guess we'll see. I have one more question for all of you as a group. If you could just raise your hands. Who in here feels safe tonight? Teddy, with the immunity necklace, is the only hand that goes up. Well, with that, it's time to vote.
Non bula che la
More like stupid.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Grant will not count. I'll read the votes. Isaac. Angelina. Stephanie. That's 1 vote Isaac, 1 vote Angelina, 1 vote Stephanie. Isaac. Angelina. Stephanie. That's 2 votes Isaac, 2 votes Angelina, and 2 votes Stephanie. Isaac. Stephanie. That's 3 votes Isaac, 3 votes Stephanie, 2 votes Angelina, and 1 vote left. The 7th person voted out of Survivor Chapman, Panther Pandemonium, and joining Michael as the 2nd member of our jury, Stephanie. You could join me up here, please. Any last words, Stephanie?
Good luck.
Tried to spoken. Good night.
Good night.
Well, congratulations on Final 8. This was another split vote, split right down the middle. So it sounds like you guys have a lot of things to be talking about. That's all I got for you. Good night. Woo.
Fine. Honestly, okay, I thought this as like a win-win because I do have a lot of things I have to apply to, so this saves my time, so it's okay.
Is there anything you would have done differently if you could go back?
I had like a bit of a feeling because like I was hanging out with Angelina beforehand, so maybe they thought I was gonna tell her stuff. But yeah, I don't know, yeah.
Do you want to know? I'll shoot the spot right now then. Huh? A sip? What are you out of your mind? The spice that makes up the final round of Rice Plates is hailing from the Phoenix Airport, Arizona Reaper Senior.
Oh God.
It says frightfully hot on the bottle. Ready? Does it say Scoville? It's only fair. Whoa. Yeah. Oh my God. Damn.